Alright, welcome back to Hall of Fame. The name is Anderson and I'm back. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get bits and bits of amazing news, analysis, and reaction on this channel. Let's get into some news around the world of football. And to start with, Jude Bellingham is at risk of a UEFA imposed ban. And for one England fan, it might not be a bad thing at all. So this is coming from Talk Sports, and this is an interesting twist. You know, the game against Slovakia was such a big game for England. And they nearly lost that game, but it took the equalizer of Jude Bellingham to extend the game to extra time. And it was a beautiful twist in that one, with England winning 2-1 and sealing their qualification to the quarterfinals. But then Jude Bellingham, after scoring that 95th minute goal, did some gestures, and some perceived it to be a gesture towards Slovakia. That's the bench of Slovakia. But after the game, Jude Bellingham also replied by saying that it is a thing they've been doing in the England setup, that's amongst the players, and it's in no way against the bench of Slovakia, and he respects what they did, that's the Slovakia national team, the amazing performance they put up against England, and they gave their all virtually on the field of play. So he respects them, and that is in no way to disrespect them. But then UEFA are doing an investigation into this matter, and if he is found guilty, this will bring up a ban for Jude Bellingham or a fine. And then this fan argues that this could be a blessing in disguise for England, since Southgate has been playing some players out of position. The ban of Jude Bellingham can pave way for some players to be played in that position, for other players who fit in other positions as well to be on the field of play, for it to bring balance into the England national team. Some way, somehow, I agree with the fan. Some way, somehow, I disagree, because Jude Bellingham's performance on the field of play has been some way, somehow exceptional in some games for them, and it has helped. So that is it from Talk Sports as well. So next one is from Telegraph. Anthony Gordon heard 10 by Liverpool interest, but Newcastle insists he will not leave. This is an interesting one. You know, Anthony Gordon came from Everton, that's the blue side of Merseyside, to Newcastle around January 2023 transfer. But then his boyhood club is Liverpool, and before he moved from Everton to Newcastle, Liverpool were in the picture, but then they couldn't cough up the 50 million pounds for the blue side of Merseyside, that is Everton, to acquire the signature of Anthony Gordon. But it seems that Gordon also wants to move to his boyhood club, that's Merseyside West, that's Liverpool, and Liverpool are also interested in the kid. In fact, he plays so well. Last season was a good season for him on the left side of attack for Newcastle. He put up some great numbers, over 20 goals and assists for Newcastle in the year under review, or in the season. Amazing start from Anthony Gordon. And remember, his move from Everton to Newcastle was some way, somehow, it was tricky. He had to boycott training for Everton to sell him to Newcastle. So with this one, Newcastle are really concerned about this one, and they are seeking to keep him, since he is a valuable member in the setup of Newcastle. And it will be a very difficult one if he should put up the behavior he showed at Everton. It will be an interesting one for that one as well. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Bayern defender Ligt keen to Manchester United move. This is not a new one. Bayern Munich and Manchester United are in talks, and reports says that Matthijs is talking to only Manchester United in this one. Bayern Munich are seeking to acquire the signature of Bayer for Leverkusen's Tar, and already they've brought a defender in from Stuttgart, and I think there will be a lot of competition in the setup of Bayern Munich, and Manchester United also want to seek and seize the moment, to acquire the signature of Matthijs. So Bayern and Manchester United have started negotiations, and reports from Germany says that the figure quoted by Bayern Munich in this one is 50 million euros, and I think it's quite a reasonable amounts for 24-year-old Matthijs de Ligt. Although after that amazing season with Ajax, he's not been up there. But then he's a great defender, good defender, and he's just 24 years old, a lot of years ahead of him. And all of this started with Eric Ten Hag at Ajax. So it's reasonable for him to come back to Eric Ten Hag, considering the kind of football they want to play at Manchester United, and Eric Ten Hag being at the helm of affairs. It will be an interesting one for the late to move from Bayern Munich to Manchester United as well. So that is it from that side. Bayern defender the late keen to move to Manchester United as well. All right, so next one, Manchester United, still at Manchester United. Manchester United working on offloading Jadon Sancho. Okay, so this one says Manchester United are working to offload Jadon Sancho and Mason Greenwood by next week, according to reports in Daily Express. So this is coming from Daily Express. Mason Greenwood played on loan at Getafe in the Spanish La Liga, and also Jadon Sancho, after that incident with Eric Ten Hag, moved to where it all started from. That is the German Bundesliga side, Borussia Dortmund. It was a brilliant season for Sancho, brilliant round of games in the Champions League for Sancho. He was the main he was the attraction in the German side. That's the Borussia Dortmund in the UEFA Champions League one, and it was a good performance from him. Manchester United, so far as Eric Ten Hag is in the helm of affairs, Jadon Sancho has no chance over there. So Manchester United are seeking to offload Jadon Sancho, and also with Mason Greenwood, it is clear that they don't want Mason Greenwood back in the club, and they are also seeking to offload him as well. Mason Greenwood is a bright talent. After his incident, I think a lot of people are yet to forgive him, but then hey, he's a human and he's a bright talent. That talent cannot go to waste. So that is it. Manchester United are seeking to offload these two as well. Next one is Arsenal interested in Calafiori. This is an interesting one. Chelsea are interested in Calafiori, and some days back, La Gazzetta dello Sport also reported that Real Madrid have shown interest in Calafiori in this one, Ricardo Calafiori. He's a fine centre back, a combination of elegance with aggression at the centre back position. It will be an interesting one for Arsenal to get the signature of Calafiori. I think they have a good centre backs in there, but probably they want to beef up their squad and make the squad stronger. But then Arsenal are interested in Calafiori in this one. They want to strengthen their back line, and it's a good one. But then they will go toe to toe with Chelsea and some of the other big clubs in England as well. So that is it coming from Arsenal's end as well. All right. So next one in this one, Burnley in advanced talks to appoint Scott Parker as new manager. All right. So this one is also an interesting one. You know, Vincent Kompany has signed for Bayern Munich, and Burnley are being relegated as well. They are going to the championships. And who else are they supposed to sign? Since Scott Parker has that track record of bringing teams back into the Premier League. Scott Parker brought Fulham into the Premier League, although he sent them back into the Championship right after that. He also brought Bournemouth back into the Premier League, and then later on he was sacked after that defeat against Liverpool, 9-0 defeat against Liverpool. He then went to Club Brugge in Belgium, but then it wasn't successful. After 12 games, he won only 2 in his stint at Club Brugge, and he was sacked as well. But then Burnley, after going to relegation, feels the need to bring Scott Parker back into the championship side, and I think it's a good one. Talks are at advanced stage, and Scott Parker will be the next coach of Burnley in this one as well. All right, so that is it for some few news around the world of football. Thank you for sticking with me through this one. My name has always been Anderson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get bits and bits of amazing news, analysis, and reaction on this channel. Stay safe and bye bye.